Facts First presents Embarrassing Photos You Won't Believe. Athletes train for hours every day to excel in their sport. Playing and watching can be thrilling and exhilarating. Many athletes savor the great moments where they score the winning goal, make the touchdown to win the game, or cross the finish line first. While athletes can achieve some fantastic things, they can also experience some embarrassing moments from time to time, and we have a few embarrassing photos that you won't believe. The athletes will probably not forget either. The fishhook. These two athletes could be playing indoor soccer, they could be playing dodgeball. What they are playing is not the issue, though. It's what the player in green is doing to the player in white. Is he fishhooking him? Is that even legal? Is he pinching his teammate's cheek? This is something you're only going to see in Germany. So much anger! This tennis player looks like a complete psycho. Fortunately for her opponent, she's on the other side of the net. With this type of rage, she should be involved in a rougher sport like wrestling, boxing, or MMA. She could use that rage in the ring. Wardrobe malfunction. Steph Gilmore is one of the best female surfers in the world. Vogue magazine Australia asked her to do a surfing photo shoot, and she jumped at the chance. Unfortunately, she had a wardrobe malfunction during the shoot. It left her fighting to cover up before everyone on shore saw what she didn't want them to see. Caroline Wozniacki. Caroline is great friends with Serena Williams. When the two played each other in a charity match, they thought it'd be great to poke fun at one another. Caroline came out with her shorts and bra stuffed to mimic Serena's assets. The crowd went wild, but nobody laughed as much as Serena did. Poor uniform selection. When the Colombian cycling team won an event, they took the stage. The crowd was stunned when they saw the team because it looked like they were naked from their waist to their thighs. Fortunately, they were fully dressed, they just chose a terrible color for those uniforms. You never, ever need to wear nude-colored uniforms. Who thought of that? Playboy. Ashley Harkleroad is a retired tennis player. She may not have had the skill of, like, maybe the Williams sisters, but she did have her own secret weapon – her body. Playboy saw that and jumped at the opportunity to photograph her for the magazine. She has what it takes for Playboy, apparently. Her skills on the tennis court, a bit lacking. Ouch! In couples skating, it's often the man who lifts the woman, and there's a good reason for that. Men are usually stronger. This couple decided to shake things up a bit during their routine with disastrous and embarrassing results. She dropped him right on his head in the middle of their routine. Ew, that had to hurt. Those tan lines. This professional swimmer spent a day at the beach wearing her favorite bikini right before a meet. She got a nice tan, but she obviously wasn't thinking about the consequences. Next time, maybe she should wear her swim meet suits to the beach. That'll prevent those embarrassing tan lines. What are they doing? Competing in the Olympics is supposed to be a serious business. It makes you wonder what these two women are doing. Spitting water in each other's mouths? That's a pretty strange thing to do when the whole world is watching. Another nude-colored failure. Olympic speed skater Olga Graf just finished competing in the 2014 Olympic Games when she unzipped her uniform, leaving the audience and most of the world in shock. She chose to wear a nude-colored t-shirt underneath, and that led people to believe she was flashing the world. Did her bra just come undone? Siberian tennis pro Jelena Jankovic was playing in a match in 2014 when her bra suddenly came undone. The stadium was packed, so she did the only thing she could. She ran to her mother, who was in the stands, to have her fix the bra so that she could continue the match. That face, though. This young Chinese skater was competing in the U.S. Championship when she pulled off a huge spin. When she came to a stop, she was photographed, but her smile did not end as well as the spin did. When her photo was posted the next day, she didn't want to leave the house. A chain reaction. Running seems like it should be simple, right? It's not a contact sport, there are no balls involved. All you need are your arms, your legs, and your speed. What's the worst that can happen, right? Well, this group of competitive runners are proof that running can be dangerous too. When one girl falls, it causes a chain reaction and everybody starts to fall. That resulted in scraped-up arms and elbows and severely bruised egos. Oops! Jennifer Benitez is a competitive diver. After pulling off an amazing dive, she started getting out of the pool only to find that her breast had popped out. In this photo, you can see her desperately trying to cover up in front of 23 million viewers. You can be sure that she was not happy with the NBC cameraman who caught it all on video. Hey, can't blame him, he was just doing his job! Buy a belt. Skiing is a popular sport in the Olympics. After pulling off a pretty great move, this skier lost his pants in front of a huge audience. Maybe before his next competition he should buy himself a belt. It'll save him a lot of embarrassment in the future. He split his pants. Swimmers are always looking for ways to make themselves more aerodynamic in the water, and the right suit can help them swim faster, and super tight suits do that. The swimmer in this photo may have gone a bit too far, though, when it comes to those tight swimsuits. His was so tight, his pants split just in time for the embarrassing incident to be caught on film. Watch out! During a baseball game, it's not uncommon for a ball to go into the stands for the waiting fans to try and catch. You just don't expect the bat to end up in the stands, too. Fortunately, this man was able to duck just in time before getting beamed in the head. What is he doing? This man is a bronze medal Olympic winner, but judging by the picture, you wouldn't think that. Is winning the medal enough to make people forget this face? It's a perfect example of a time where an athlete wishes their winning moment wasn't on camera. Don't duck! In baseball, when a ball's coming your way, you hold up your glove, get in position, and catch it. Pretty simple, right? Somebody needed to tell this player that because, rather than preparing to catch the ball, he ducked down and hid from it. He probably didn't think that this humiliating moment would be captured on film, but he was wrong. Kiss the ball. When your team's down, you need to play harder. Kissing the ball's not going to help you win, it just makes you look really bad on TV. He was Marsha Brady'd. Have you ever seen that TV episode of The Brady Bunch? Marsha gets hit in the face with a football, her nose swells up to the size of an orange. Well, this baseball player experienced the same thing, but his was real, and this looks really painful. Hopefully his nose wasn't swollen before the big dance. That's not how you do it. This sport requires you to jump over the hurdles, but this runner did the opposite. Is he trying limbo? He actually fell just before getting to the hurdle, and his dreams of making it to the Olympics that year were over. There is no dancing in basketball! Basketball is a game complete with a strong competition and trash talk. The court, though, is not the right place to bust out your dance moves. Somebody should have told the Heat and Sixers players this. Their teammates standing near the sidelines look pretty shocked by their flash mob. You're supposed to kick the ball. The whole point of soccer is to kick the ball down the field and try to get it into the goal, right? I think I learned that correctly. Well, you're not supposed to kick the players on the opposing team in the head. This player missed the ball entirely, and it can be seen at the top of the photo. The other player started going down when the photographer captured the shot. He's so childish. Okay, sure, it is funny when kids pants one another. It's just what kids do, but when you're an adult, pantsing each other's kind of unacceptable. Also, there's a time and a place, and the soccer field isn't one of those times or places. You can only imagine this soccer player's embarrassment when the entire world saw his tighty-whities. Could have been worse, though. There could have been skid marks. Ew. Some people have some pretty strange fetishes. Licking a person's armpits, that's pretty unusual, but apparently this basketball player has that fetish, and he just couldn't help himself. Judging by the look on Yao Ming's face, he's really not into that sort of thing. There are a time and a place for your fetishes, buddy, and the middle of a basketball game is not one of them. If sweaty armpits are your thing, maybe choose the perfect time to get in a quick lick. Not sure when that would be or where that would be, but definitely not on the court. Protect the Nads. When a soccer ball comes flying at a player, it's their job to try and kick it toward a teammate or hit it with their head. The four players in this photo, they'd rather protect the family jewels than get into the game. Come on, guys, man up. You're athletes, for goodness sakes. Get in the game. Put on a cup and be real athletes. Are you fighting or kissing? When two fighters get into the ring, it's not uncommon for strong feelings to boil to the surface. In most cases, these intense feelings are anger and hatred, which only make the fight even better. What's happening here is a bit puzzling. It seems that the intense emotions that boiled to the surface here were all about love. Can you think of anything more embarrassing? I mean, not to mention unprofessional. He's crossing the line here. Bernie Ecclestone owns an F1 franchise, and just because he's the big boss, it does not give him the right to put his hands on his drivers. Wouldn't that qualify for sexual harassment, or at least a hostile work environment? This may have been an accidental hand placement, but you can be sure that Bernie wishes the camera were not around at the time. Thank goodness for that bar! What's this player actually doing? He appears to be gratifying himself while his teammate watches. That's probably not what's happening, at least I hope not, but with that bar in the way, we just don't know. Spun out. When this gymnast twisted for her dismount, it looks like she spun herself out completely. Hopefully she was able to pull it together in time for the dismount. If not, it could make for a very painful landing. What is happening? This is one of the creepiest swimming photos around. These women look like a bunch of killer clowns in the water just waiting to prey on unsuspecting swimmers, don't they? Are water clowns a real thing? Oh, anyway, why are these women wearing makeup in the water? This is some really powerful waterproof makeup. Ouch! When you're jumping up out of the water and then back down, the last thing you want is for a foot to be waiting there when you land. It's tough to tell if the expression on her face is a look of concentration or sheer pain. I'm gonna lean on pain. That doesn't look very pleasant at all. Had she been a man, this picture would be chilling. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever seen in sports? Tell us in the comments and subscribe for more.